Rookie Profile Series continues with the running back that leads a stacked group. That is, of course, Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty. We're going to talk about the stats. We're going to go through the film. We're going to talk about fantasy football production, everything you need to know to make sure that Ashton Jeanty is living up to all the hype. Should he be the top pick in rookie drafts? Lots to get into. If you learn even one thing about Jeanty in the 2025 class from this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. John, Ashton Jeanty, top of the class, a lot to talk about.
Oh, there is so much. In my 12 years of scouting, I have placed Ashton Jeanty in the top 5 running backs that I have looked at in detail.
Ever.
In high school, yeah, he's great, Matt.
Woo!
In high school, he was a 4-star recruit and ranked as the number 27 running back in the nation. That might be why he went to Boise State instead of a Power 4 program. But he was a 3-sport star in football, basketball, and track and field. And we love when players make an immediate impact. As a true freshman in 2022, he was on the freshman All-Bowl team with his performance against North Texas. For the year, he had 821 rushing yards, averaged 5.3 yards per carry, and he scored 7 touchdowns. So he definitely flashed on Devy and CFF radars how good this young man was. And in 2023, the sophomore was spectacular. 1,347 yards on 220 carries, and he crossed the finish line 14 times, Matt. He recorded a career best 43 catches for 569 yards and 5 touchdowns. He was first-team All-American, Mountain West Offensive Player of the Year, and first-team All-Mountain West. I mean, he was amazing. But, Matt, he was even better in 2024.
Yeah.
He was the Heisman Trophy runner-up, Doak Walker Award winner, unanimous All-American, and first-team All-Mountain West. 374 carries for 2,601 yards, trailing only Barry Sanders' single-season mark. And, Matt, I'm old enough. I watched Barry Sanders in 1988, that wonderful season, or was it 89? I'm sorry, I forget, 88 or 89. Jeanty scored 29 touchdowns. But the offense changed. He only had 23 catches this year for 138 yards and a score. He exited Boise State as the program's career record holder in rushing yards, yards per carry, yards per game, 200-yard rushing games. He had 8, Matt. 100-yard rushing games, 22. Consecutive 100-yard rushing games, 14. And 200 all-purpose yard games with 11. Matt, the resume is second to none, stands up to anyone I've scouted. What does your film analysis say?
Yeah, the film is absolutely fantastic for Ashton Jeanty. And as you could see, the big thing with Ashton Jeanty, Boise State, a lot of people knock it. Well, he had one of his best games of his career against Oregon this year. And I'm going to start by talking about his vision, because I think that's where he excels in a way that not enough people talk about. I love his ability to anticipate space. He's able to see where gaps are going to open, feel space well, especially getting into the second level of the field. Jeanty is consistently able to find cutback lanes with success, which is something I really value in a running back prospect. He plays with good strength as well. He'll power through defenders, again, including Oregon defenders. He'll truck them. He'll run them over, man. And it's more than just his pure strength. He's got excellent contact balance. Washington State, you'll see that Ashton Jeanty is carrying guys forward. It often takes 2-3 guys to bring down Jeanty. He's excellent after first contact. He's pairing that strength with good explosiveness. He bursts off the line of scrimmage, and he's powerful getting through his cuts. Jeanty has a good, seamless change of direction ability, good footwork, light on his feet for somebody 5'9", 210. That's a really nice pairing when you have that athleticism with that frame. And I got to tell you, he is not afraid to hurdle somebody. He is not afraid to drop a spin move. He is an exciting athlete in that way. Now, when you put him in Indianapolis and he runs the 40-yard dash, he's not going to be, in the top percentile in terms of that, but he has plenty of NFL speed. I think he's quicker than he is fast. He's able to get to the edge well. He chews up short space. He can flip a second gear, and he's certainly somebody who builds speed well moving downfield. You pair all of that, John, with excellent pass catching ability. That should be the big alert here from a fantasy football perspective. You're adding all of that ground game potential with good hands, good pass catching ability. He's got reliable hands. He wins off target. There are plenty of examples of Jeanty being able to go up and get a ball that's off target, and he turns upfield on a dime after the catch. So that footwork, that change of direction ability, it translates to the passing game as well, John. So you have a well-rounded running back here, somebody who wins on the ground and somebody who wins through the air. If you were to knock anything in his game, it's top-level speed, but he's absolutely got enough there to win at the NFL as well. So all around, really exciting prospect, John, who I think absolutely lives up to all the hype that precedes him. Something else, John, that lives up to all the hype is the resources available over at patreon.com/rookiebigboard. If you want to join, the link will be in the episode description, and you're going to be able to get access to our custom website here with over 80 rookie profile articles already up, a full rookie big board with 130 rookies ranked, dynasty rankings, Devy rankings, personalized access, advice, roster building help in the Rookie Big Board Discord, just $5 a month. No better way to get ahead of your league mates and get way, way more insight than we're able to put in a single video. So that's the film review, John. Pretty impressive. I got to tell you, you alluded to it already. I don't know. The stats might be even more impressive.
Oh, Matt. And I love my stat research. So I'm going to start with one that blew my mind away. He squatted 605 pounds and he power cleaned 340 pounds on campus. And you talked about his vision, which I completely agree with you. But I also love his contact balance and his ability to break away from arm tackles. Anyone who has watched our shows knows that I talk about the difference between G4 and P4 prospects. And anyone also knows I'm into BMI, body mass index. Well, Matt, our job is to spot outliers. I don't care that Ashton Jeanty played in the G5 level. He is going to succeed at the NFL level. And you mentioned his size earlier, 5'9", 210. Matt, that BMI is 31. My benchmark is 30. I mean, that is just simply spectacular. Everyone, look at his scrimmage yards, 42%. No one could stop him. There comes a time when you watch and you're just like, no defender. They're not putting 12 men in the box. I'm joking, but like they just can't stop him. His PFF, yards after contact per attempt, my benchmark is 3.25. He has 5.25 after contact. Now, I understand that's against G5 level of secondary and linebackers. But even if we chop 15% off of that, it is still incredible. And one of my favorite stats from Ashton Jeanty, 73 runs over 10 plus yards this year. Matt, the film is there. The stats are there. He's been one of my best players to watch over the last 2 years. What should fantasy footballers now know?
Yeah, let's put it all together here. Let's talk about the fantasy football value, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day at the Rookie Big Board. We're telling you how these prospects are going to translate onto your fantasy football rosters. Starting here with NFL Draft Capital, I do expect Ashton Jeanty to be a top 20 NFL draft selection. Right now, I have him in my day one mid-range, which is picks 11 to 20 overall. that feels like a safe place to have him. I don't think there's a chance he goes below 20. You're looking at some good running back destinations there in the middle of the first round. You've got the Denver Broncos. You've got the Dallas Cowboys, who a lot of people would be excited about with that juicy volume. I've heard some rumblings. Las Vegas at 6, could go Ashton Jeanty. It seems aggressive to me, but I would not knock any NFL team that wanted to prioritize adding Ashton Jeanty to their roster, right? Because if you're talking about pure big boards, like just, take positional value out of it, I would guess more than half of the NFL GMs would have Ashton Jeanty as a top 5 player on their pure big board, not positional need, just pure talent. So he's going to have really nice NFL draft capital, and that's going to translate to a really early Superflex ADP projection. Even in Superflex leagues, where the quarterback is obviously prioritized, Ashton Jeanty is going to be the 101 in a lot of leagues. And I'm not going to blame anybody for doing that. For me, it would be between Jeanty and the wide receiver that we've already talked about, and Tatoria McMillan, as the 101 or 102 in any league at this point in time. So if I'm drafting with those top 2 picks, man, I'm getting really good exposure to Ashton Jeanty. 26 to 40% exposure, a really healthy outlook. I need Ashton Jeanty on some rosters. I can't get to October, man, and have Ashton Jeanty putting up 150-yard games and watching somebody in my league do that against me. I cannot have it. And what's great about the rookie big board rankings, if you're not familiar with them, is I put prospect value directly equal to dynasty ranking value. And for me, Ashton Jeanty is directly equivalent to Jonathan Taylor. And that might not sound super exciting, but folks, remember, Jonathan Taylor won people a lot of fantasy football championships this past year. He's the running back 5 for me right now in dynasty. So you slide Ashton Jeanty right next to him. You have a top 5 dynasty running back that you're taking at 101 or 102 likely in your rookie drafts. There is no such thing as a surefire rookie prospect, but I got to tell you, Ashton Jeanty at the running back position, it is as close as you can possibly get to surefire. What you can get that's surefire, John, is access to patreon.com/rookiebigboard. The link will be in the episode description if you want that personalized advice, the rankings, the Discord access, one-on-one draft consultation calls, the 2025 rookie guide, so much good stuff. Make sure to join us over there. And class is going to stay in session all rookie draft season long with the FF Educator and the Gridiron Scholar. We're going to be back soon to break down another rookie prospect.